Hello, everybody. Let me check my microphone on properties. There we go. We are live. So we got 10 prompts lined up and raring to go for this painting. First one I am very excited about. And I will be turning on desktop audio. We also got some lo-fi music running in the background, as long as the natural ambience of Vermillion. Before we get started with the painting, I'm going to let people maybe roll in, because I did start a little early. There we go. Got that one set up. Alright. I'm going to get a new canvas for this one. Oh, save. Come on. Is it really just me? It's just a size. Starting new painting. I'll let people roll in. Alrighty, it has reached 1 p.m. We are now officially supposed to be going live. Alright. I'm going to desktop 2 and hook it up to mainstream. Alrighty, everybody. Also, by next stream, I do want to actually get a Zeroid model avatar working, so hopefully that will work soon. Not like for the little avatar in the corner, but for the main view in Vermillion, because I think that'll be fun. As of now, I've been having trouble with it. Didn't want to work before stream, so none of that today. So let's go with our main #1 prompt. Alright, I lost the prompt. Alright, there we go. I have found the prompt. Alright, it is a city built into the side of a mountain that is overrun with wild animals and features a snake. So my thinking of it is having this, since it features a snake, like a giant, nope, I want a big canvas. I'm thinking here, you know what, let me grab a little bit of this to do sketches. So what I'm thinking, side of a mountain that features a snake. So, giant mountain. Like huge mountain. This big of a mountain. Let's see, our little sketchy color. This, so we need a snake reference. Actually, you know what? No, we don't really need a reference yet. Since it features a snake, I was thinking have the snake be the actual city itself. So it wraps around the mountain. Let me just grab this red, because it shall go through, but it will wrap around the mountain, and then we have little buildings inside the snake. Like little window here, little window here, here. Features a snake and is overrun with animals in that, right? That was the problem. A city built into the side of a mountain that is overrun with wild animals and features a snake. So the thing is, how are we going to do the animals? Well, it's overrun with animals. So, let's flesh out the sketch of the snake. Perhaps. Doesn't have to be. And then the mountain will take up most of the canvas, so we could get super detailed into the snake city. That looks a lot like Impressionist art from that perspective. Alright, and then we got a nice little, I say, ambient sky. It's just a nice little sketch. Nice little ambience. And then we got the city here, where it is so high that... Oh, actually, speaking of it being so high, we see little pine trees down here, just as a good, like, height indicator. And then maybe like a river? No, I think that's too much down there. But our main focus needs to be... Does my hand show? Yeah. Our main focus needs to be right all in here, because that's where I want the detail. And maybe some like clouds floating to show how tall it is. Ooh, actually, we could... We get a little paint thinner to do little layers. Oh wait, hold on. We could... Actually, you know what? Let me add a little snow to show how high it is on each side of the snake. Oop. That was like... So it shows it's a very tall mountain. It's just like a huge, ginormous mountain that the settlers have built a ancient snake through, where we can have little windows where animals are like crawling inside around. I think that'll be fun. Now, question is, let's get started. I'm going to do the sky. Figure that out. Alright. Let's get this done. You know, I should probably put the prompt up so you guys can see it. Give me a second on that. Nope, I need to minimize that. Minimize Steam VR. This is the prompt we are doing. Hold the prompt there. Yep. Alright. Now, here's the prompt. How can you guys see that? Think you can still see that? How does it look on this end? This one's blurry always, so... Yeah, I think I can think you guys can see that. Alright, so we have a city built on the side of the mountain, and now we got the sketch out. Time to go to layer 2. Actually, you know what? Let's clear... Ooh, I figured out how we can do it. So let's just clear this layer of all its important sketch work, and let's get started on the sky. Oh, whoops. Gotta clear that. Add our paint thinner to get that nice, beautiful sky texture. Oh, whoops. Slow it down. Shrink it down. Add our layer that makes the sky pretty. Now, we have to go with the color we wanted. Let's go here and mix up a little more. Lighter variant. There we go. Time to do the nice little crosses. Nice little X's. Well, technically they're more U's than X's. It's going to be a big mountain, so can't skimp out on the paint. It's going to be a very, very tall. So tall, in fact, it has snow. Super tall mountain. So how should we do it? Basically, I'm thinking it's cool that the people here actually think of snakes as this, oh, let's put a little story in it. But for snakes, they've got, for their building inspiration, most of their buildings would be designed by, like, to impersonate snakes, more like as a, what is it? A tribute to snakes. Because the people here see snakes as this wonderful creature. Or at least the people that used to be here. Because we're having it a overgrown, overrun building filled with animals, snakes, and the like. Which I think would be ironic to feature more snakes. But it will go with the prompt. Think. And for the building, we could have like little. We already have windows, so we can actually see in. And then maybe we can see into little rooms where they're infiltrated with animals, bugs, snakes, deer, and all the like. Because I think that would actually be very fun. Having it all infested with all sorts of little critters. And have a little nice little pine forest down there so you can tell how tall it is. A pine forest you can barely see any detail on. Very light blue, tiny pine forest. Whoops. Got a little paint down here. Then here we go. Do little crosses, get that sky looking all sorts of spiffy. Spiffing up the sky. I'm very excited to see how this turns out. But also I don't plan it to turn out like the main one. Shall we just do a little spiff? Do little crosses. Mop the paint. Mop the paint and make it look detailed. I say detailed, more of a give it some variety. Give it some nice variety of paint. I'm liking the way that's turning out. Now how can we do the overrun animals? I know I've talked about ideas before, but I don't know what type of animals we should put in. Maybe deer? No, I don't think deer would work. Maybe overrun with birds since it's so high up. Yeah, shoulder sore. But since it is so high up, it should be overrun with aviation creatures from the sky. But, you know, that makes me wonder, why snakes? Ooh, overrun with snakes, mice, and all that. Where they have their own little, like, snake pen. Maybe in one of the windows we could put, like, snake, like a whole snake room. You gotta be careful of the detail, because we can't go too overboard. After all, we got 9 more prompts to do. Alright. I think that gives it a nice feel. Yep. Alright. Pick up the canvas. Now, time to get working on that mountain. Add a little more gray, a little more gray. Desaturated, especially for far back. We need blue. Like, desaturate it like crazy. That's how far. I really want this mountain to be tall, ginormous. I'm just saying different words for how things could be tall. That way we'll have enough working room on this canvas. I still want there to be a little blue sky showing. Add a little base back here. Oh, perhaps we can add a little grass too, where it's like, where we see the snake wrapping around, we add a little grass on it. Because it has been overgrown. Alright. How's that looking? Anyone got opinions on what we should add into it? Now, there we go. Find that all in. Let's blend the colors in more. See if that fixes it. There we go. Didn't have to erase, just had to blend. Now we add a bit of a lighter tone gray so it shows it's closer. There we go. Now, question is, should we add clouds after we scrape in a bit of the mountain? Oh, you know what'd be cool? Having like little caves darted around the mountain. Like, little cave here, little cave there, where it's like little snake mouth and exits, where it's just like dee dee, little snake mouths. Question is, what type of snakes? Because that'll determine the coloration and the detail. Want it to be recognizable. Want it to be a very recognizable snake. Anyone got any ideas for any recognizable snakes I can do? Or at least any type of snake, I should say. Alright. Or anybody got any favorite snakes they would like to see added? Maybe the different entrances could be different type of snakes, perhaps. I think that'd be cool. Like different entrances equal different type of snake. I think I said that 3 times now. But once this mountain's done, we'll do a little looking up. No, no yellow. And there's that mountain complete. Need to do a little blending so it all fits in together. Blending it all in to give it a nice cohesive look, even though it's kind of starting to look like a sun. Have this for a little better blending on the edge. Now I do want there to be a harsh difference between layers before we even add in the snake. Adding in that harsh difference should allow it to be like a nice layered mountain. Let's see. Feels a little right. Question is, how am I going to get that second cut in? Maybe add a different color? Maybe have it like dark down here, lighter up front. Up top, I should say. Let's see. I think there should be like maybe a couple pine trees down there to show, hey, this is a big mountain. Ooh, or we could have a little explorer person, like exploring the corridors. Alright, a little lighter then. Does that work? Or does there need to be a separation between the two? There needs to be separation. So if I take this color, add a little brown to it, that might give us the separation we are looking for. Just gotta trust the process. Okay, that's not enough separation. Alright, so it's bigger as it reaches us. Well, as it reaches the corner. That way there's enough room to actually paint the giant snake home. Alright, snake home, here we go. Now, I'm thinking of ideas for the snake home, thinking of how I want it, but I still don't have an exact idea. I should probably talk through it with you guys. As of now, for the snake home, I'm coming up with, how do I say, like little subsections, where on the outside of the mountain, where it's actually just a corridor, where there's little rooms inside the mountain itself. I think that'd be cool. Where's corridors, like large wrapping corridors around the mountain. Because there's going to be more on the other side of the mountain that we cannot see from this angle. And it's a big old feature of it. Hard to miss. I at least hope so. Blend that together to get a better look. Smooth it out. Let's get that lighter gray. Start working it out more. Working it into the mountain. Gotta work that lighter gray in. Get that more beautiful detail of a large, huge mountain. I want that feel. Let's save these colors. Especially this one. Get that lighter gray and go over it once more. I think it is turning out half decent. Oh, thank you. And hello there. As of now, we are on the step of just blocking out the mountain. We still have not found a snake design to actually put into it, so if you have any ideas for a snake design, that'd be fun to put on the painting. Because the building is actually going to just be a snake wrapped around the mountain. So if you have any snakes that'd be fun to do, please put them in the chat. Let's see. Actually, no, it should be taller. And once we get all the detail for the mountain done, we will look up snake ideas. Part of me is wanting to actually have the entrance be down here, where it's actually a snake head. Hello, 3D Flipbook. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are enjoying it currently. We're doing a nice fun little prompt stream for painting. We have 9 more prompts to do after this one. And the prompt is on the screen now, which I'm glad I did. Going to do it for the rest of the prompts. But the mountain we are doing now is for Little Snake Village. People who actually look up to these snakes and tout them as something to be admired, so they decided to model their buildings after them. Which I think is a little fun concept, little snake buildings. little snake buildings wrapping around mountains, mainly to get away from what would be considered their predators. And what made them go extinct. And for the animals, we are going to have it infested with birds, hawks, eagles. Not really too detailed, that way we can actually, see all the rest of it, because it's going to be a small little tube for it. Yeah, I am bad at English today. Alright, now we gotta lighten up this gray for the final layer of the mountain. Grab this, lighten this up as well. Make that little cutoff point. Slip down that path. Just cutting it into the mountain. Path that cuts. I want to do that. I want to get this to look right. Yep, hold up, let me pull up YouTube. Thanks, it was actually a fun prompt I got from the Jazza Party Games app. It's a very fun prompt to paint. I got 9 more just as fun as this one. In a different variety of things to paint, so going to be a heck of a fun challenge today. And I'm trying to do these paintings mainly to get out of the comfort zone and try something new. Now, since we are almost done, I'm going to blend these in together. Once we are, perhaps try to give more detail into the mountain after we get that snake in. Because I have a feeling that it will be easier with the snake inside the mountain already. So it looks like we are going to only have room for 2 and a little bit. Thinking we can sneak one in right at that corner. Now, question is, what type of snake should we go for the detail? Well, thank you. Hope you have a lovely day, afternoon, morning. Thank you for joining the stream. Alright, let's see. Let's go to a website. Search up snakes. Yep. I spell snake. I cannot spell today. There we go. Alright, let's see. Does this give us anything good? We could go with... Oh, we're going with a Central American snake for color. Let me just grab the scroll bar, scroll down. Nope. Okay, yeah, it is very... Probably does not help because I have the Streamlabs thing inside the program. Yeah, come on. There we go. I just want the image. Alright, so it's a very yellow snake. Like an orangish yellow. Oh wait, I said I was going to blend these in. Blend the paths in. Make them look like the part of the mountain, because they are. And let's see. Let's get that color for the snake down. Yellow, orange. Looks like a little more orange, tiny bit more yellow. Would that be a right color? Like a little brighter on the yellow. going to be a very basic outline of the snake. So let's see. Alright, sweet. Now, in order to get the right detail, I am going to use this brush to get the outlines. And then get that nice curve. And start adding the snake. And need more color. And whoosh. Whoops. Need more color to whoosh. You need to whoosh this line across. I want more of a structure stability, so probably easier if I use this one, this brush, to get a certain look. Oh, I am liking the color. I am liking this color difference. Next. So I wonder how this is going to turn out. But we gotta trust the process, because at the beginning, paintings always look a little weird and funky, but towards the end, it kind of all comes together into a finished product. That's what I love about painting. It looks weird as hell when you first start, but then it kind of just starts coming together. There we go. Oop. Made a little green color by accident. Whoops-a-daisy. Do not want that green in the snake. Alright, sweet. Guess it's gonna be a little bit of a greener snake then. Alrighty. You can work with it. Always work with what you got. No need to try to force something. Learned that while watching all the Bob Ross tutorials. Well, not all of them. After finish season 1. I've been jumping around. I'm kind of learning what I need. Gotten better at clouds. Clouds are fun to do. So we definitely will add some clouds in the picture to basically show how tall this building is. This mountain is actually, not building. Oh, you know what'd be cool? Like a little cloud cover down here. Yeah, basically just a whole cloud cover from here to there. Just gotta go with what you feel in the painting. Well, it's not really what you feel in the canvas, more so what you feel in your mind. Seeing it in your head, seeing what you can actually do with your hand. Instead of just going with what you planned before, you gotta be willing to change. Gotta be loose. Gotta be willing to forego control of the painting. Gotta forego control and let yourself, well, gotta let yourself be able to paint it. Instead of just hiding it. Instead of just hiding the painting inside you. Just gotta let loose, let the painting out. Follow the image in your head, and execute it. You don't need to do a whole design process, which I mean, it does help. But for me, once I do the design, I feel like I've done the painting, so I just gotta throw myself at my work. And actually just start working on it. Certain things that works. For example, paintings like this, where you don't have to worry about losing / wasting resources, which is kind of why I really enjoy this app, because it's like you can paint all you want without having to worry about dry time, or basically having to worry about making a huge mess. And you don't have to spend thousands on supplies because you've been doing practice paintings to get your skills up. That is what's fun about this. I've painted before with acrylic, and I've never had this much fun painting. I mean, I've had fun painting miniatures and models, but I can't really paint with, like, this type of detail in acrylic. Mainly because I don't like the way it blends. I can't get the cool blending that I can with oil. Well, I just realized I should probably add a little snack down here. A little snack tail down here. Like, very little. Little chunk of that snake. That way it looks like it's wrapping around the mountain, giving it like a chokehold on the mountain. A snake with a chokehold on the mountain. That's interesting. A chokehold snake. Alright. Ooh, I am liking this one. Look at that. It's like small here, a little lighter, brighter. Yeah, definitely not going with the snake head design anymore, because that doesn't look like it would work here. Alright. There we go, we got that snake in, which means we can start working on the windows. The windows, we are actually going to remove some paint. Probably should have planned ahead on that one. Definitely wish it was more like a controlled eraser. We can make this work. Come on, there we go. And just a little more holes. There we go, I think that's looking pretty good. How's it looking on the stream? Yep, it is looking all fine and dandy. Let me take a little step back. I am definitely liking the way this looks. Does next should be stepping back? No. Okay, cool. It's interesting far back. It's hard to tell if it's a hill or a mountain. You know what might make it easier to tell? It's really low. It's a really small mountain in the back. Let's get that, add a little more white. A little more there. And boom bada bing. We got ourselves a very small hill in the mountain in the back, where this is like a tiny little hill compared to this ginormous snake-wrapped mountain. Can you guys actually hear the little scrapey little noise this makes? Got a little more mountain there. I think there's like a tiny little portion of the canvas, so it's like, oh hey. Alright, does that actually make it look bigger? There we go. That looks like it's giving it some scale. Because the main issue with stuff like this, for me, is basically trying to get the scale to look right. Also, I'm going to turn down the lo-fi music because it is pretty loud. Vermillion's giving me... Nope, it's not giving me stuff. Alright, sweet. Alright, hop back there. Oh, there we go. Yep, there we go. Alright, so we got that. I do wish there was an easier way to actually... I wonder, could you use this as an eraser? You can. That's actually really cool. You can actually use this as an eraser. Sweet! Found a cool little tool to use as an eraser. To get smooth erasing lines. I still want that little organic. But it's not 100% organic, where it looks like it was man-made but organic. There we go, got that window in. Adding the little snake windows. Now, how are we going to do the detail? So if we do that, does that show up on camera very well? Yes, it does. Sweet. Alright, so to get those details, moving that. So we're going to do like little corridors. Oh boy, those details are going to be tricky. But okay, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when the time comes. So we can get these little corridors in. That color. Let me save that color down. And boom, bada bing, we got that color saved. We are going to need the little gray. Take like a little grayish skin color of the creature. Or the nice neck. Also, I love that little mountain down there. Adding a bit more. Bit more coloration to it. And adding a bit of the yellow. There's a little gray saved over there. And a little gray to that yellow to give it a more darkish, grayish tone. So it looks like steel and all that. Like skin, hide, steel thing. Alright, sweet. How are we going to... Let's do a little test. So we give it enough space there so it looks like a hallway. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks like a hallway. And now we gotta do that for this, and 2 windows down there. This is going to be fun. I'm actually very excited for this. And we can do like little creatures walking about the corridors. This is a very fun prompt. I need to do more of these on live. Whoop. Wrong brush. Oh, you know what would be cool? If we actually do like little door details in some of the windows, where it's like every other 2, perhaps 1, 2, so that'd be 3 wood doors in here, and do like 2 doors in this one, and then have it where it actually shows like a room. If we could do that much detail. I don't know if I can. Depends on how much detail I can show small. Alright. Sweet. So we got that basic down. Time for these brushes. Get the small. Start adding the flora where people have walked and worked. It's just so much bigger. It's weird to work at this size. So he's doing it all in one size. It's like, oh, I'm a little adept to making the canvas bigger. I've done it before, but it just feels different. Adding the floor where people have walked before. Alright, sweet. Once that floor is done, I do kind of want to see about making like overgrown plants and all that, because I do think that would be fun. Let me just blend that in so it actually feels like it's part of the mountain. Always part of the structure. What should we call this painting? I don't know a name for this painting. But we also have not finished it yet, so I can't really come up with a name without the piece being finished, right? No name equals no... Wait, not piece not finished equals no name. Or it's something related to do with the snake. I think that would be fun. Also, hold on, I will be right back, because it is getting bloody hot in here. So I will be right back. Alrighty, I am back. That should cool off my room. Time to get back to work on that snake canvas. The snackest of the canvas. Let's see, how well can we actually get that detail? Looks like we can really get good detail here. I do wish there was a smaller version of the blending brush so I could get rid of the strokes. But managed. We've managed. Alright, sweet. How does this actually look from back here? Ooh. That actually looks pretty cool from back here. Ooh. That was bad. I don't think there's an undo button. Alright, let's continue out completing this path. After we complete the path, we can do all sorts of little details on it. Because this is supposed to be close, so we're going to be able to see a shit ton of detail. Adding that beautiful little path where they walk along all day. Perhaps the head is at the bottom of the mountain, where it's just like, oh, hello. There is your entrance right at the bottom. I think that'd be cool, like little head at the bottom. But this doesn't look recognizably as a snake, so I may have to add like a little snake head somewhere, or put it like right over here, because there's enough blank space there where a little snake head could fit. You know what? We're doing that. We're going to add a little snake head right there, because I think that'll be cool. Adding a nice little walker pathway. Adding this nice little path. Kind of interesting. They kind of carved the path out to the snake itself. Which is like, oh, hello there, snake. Yeah, you are my home now. Instead of the snake eating them, they destroyed the snake and turned it into their home. And use it as a trophy. I say trophy, but they live out of the snake. Oh, that could be a trophy. Couldn't it? I'm going to need this brush to smooth out the detail. All that little bulge and stuff. Smooth out all that little brush strokes. Added in those little pathways. Alright, so what details can we show in these pathways? Like, since we can really get up close and personal with our VR painting. I honestly have no clue what I want to do for the detail. Because, like, I do know I want, like, a grayish wall. Like, grayer than what we have for the platform, so we can actually... Well, no, actually grayish yellow. Where it shows more prominently yellow. But it's a little different than the yellow for the exterior. That way it actually, you know, shows up. Instead of just blending in with the background, or the foreground. Would it be foreground or background? I think it'd be foreground because this is forward. That way it doesn't blend in with the actual exterior of the snake. Now what's this lore? We got species where they just built the snake building to honor the snakes. Honor/study the snakes. Yeah, that'd be a little too on the nose now. A research facility made like a snake to research snakes. Ooh. Grab that little bit of paint. Well, I do want to check something on my computer for 1 second. Alright. Alright, so all that's good on stream. Wow, we've been going for an hour. This painting isn't even done. Oh boy. We are going overboard on them details. Well, I want this painting to look good, so you know. You know, I haven't really talked much this stream. I just really don't know what to talk about on stream. I'm still getting used to the streaming stuff and talking, but I don't know what I was going after that, but I don't really know. I'll try to talk more about my thought process when painting, especially doing these like prompts. So I think it'll be fun just doing prompts and talking them out. Oop, there we go. I do like this little path idea though. I don't think... Ooh, actually, you know, it'd be cool to use this in the story I am writing. Well, not really a story, more like a journal story thing, where it's basically wrote from a first-person perspective. Well, that's like a normal story, but where it's the actual character writing it, not the author. Not an author writing the story about people. It's the character writing their experiences and days inside this crazy, hectic world. I can see the character just like living inside here till they figure out somewhere to go. I haven't really worked much on the story, been working on the magic system for it because I don't want it to be like every other magic system where, I mean, I could, but I really want to make my own to fit the story / world and give me more fun designs I could do instead of just a normal magic system. Well, it's going to be like a, what would it be, like a ruin glyph type magic. Now it's a plant potion-esque magic. I say potion-esque because it involves a lot of dust. Which I think is fun. Which is going to be fun to write because I'm already thinking of scenarios for it. Because each spell is going to require certain things from certain plants. Like certain fictional plants. But the story itself is going to be set from the perspective of someone trying to make a life for themselves in this new world because they can't get home. And plus they don't want to get home. Possibly. I think I don't know what I want for the ending. But I don't know if I want them to get home. So we see a lot of stories where the person who gets stranded in that world gets home and has a happy ending where they can travel between both. Haven't really seen a story really subvert that expectation. Not yet, anyways. Get in that snake. Especially in the style that I'm trying to write for, it's new to me. It's a lot easier than writing word for word and detailed descriptions of character interactions. Kind of like the style. There we go. How's that looking on stream? Alright, that's interesting. Alrighty. Let me just scoot right up. Since it's at a weirder angle, we will see less of the actual, like, corridor. Yeah, it is warm. The heat takes the energy out of me. Boop-a-da-boop. That is pathway 2. I may want to go around again and like re-cover up the windows, like touch them up, get them to look a little better. It's like blend in the snake. Maybe that could help it. Show little blended areas as snake. Not blended areas as the interior. Oh, whoops. Grab that snatch of that color. Snatch of the color. Fix that up. Yeah, that is looking 10 times better. So, do a little bit of this, patching up the windows. But I gotta remember, it is also a abandoned, an overrun, and overgrown facility, so I can't go too overboard with the fixing up now. I can't... Wait, why did I sound so harsh on that one? But I can't go too overboard on the fixing up of the facility, so let's just work on the little corridors and get those details in so I can start doing the walls. Probably finish the details on the mountain as well. Yeah, I am losing words today. Words are not my friend. Words are not being my friend today, so... Alright, let us get back to work on it. Scoop the paint up and cut out that corridor. Do a little more cutting for that corridor. Alright, so what other things could we do in this painting after we finish this corridor? I still like the idea of possibly like doing the snake head here of this snake. It is a... I will look up the name. I'll look back up for the name, but we're going to take this snake and do like a closed mouth head structure where it's just like, yeah, closed mouth right here, like it's hugging the mountain. I say hugging, more like choking the mountain. And boop da boop boop, adding more of the corridors. I think we should do some detail work for like doors. That way it actually looks like there's a purpose to these corridors, not just a long endless corridor, because why not? Why not build a random corridor that leads to nowhere? Corridors that lead to nowhere. Ooh, that'd be a fun little prompt. A prompt of just corridors. Corridors everywhere. Grab this one. Hopefully. There we go. There we go. A wider window so we get more detail, more of a view. Oop. Messed up a little yellow, adding a little more color back. I wonder how that's going to look if we shrink it down. Shrink it down to its original size. And take a step back. Ooh. I am liking this. This is actually looking pretty cool. I think I could do a lot of the detail actually from this size. Especially up there. Ooh, actually, I don't think so. I think it has to be this ginormous size. Oop, I want to get rid of these brush strokes. Blend this into the cloud. Blend these all together. I am actually really enjoying the snake painting. It's giant buildings with snakes in it. Oh, is it buildings with snakes in it or the snake building? I think it'll be more of a snake building. Well, I say more of it. I'm the one designing it. It is a snake building. Right, we were using this brush. This angle. Let's get going. Alright, so that will be almost all the corridor parts finished, which means we will be able to work on the walls. And we gotta find a way to make it look like the glass on front. Oh, you know what? I figured out a way. We can actually use paint thin. We can use a thinned version of like yellow-white. You know what? I'll give a little demonstration. We can do this. Grab a little bit of that. And boom, bada bing, there we go. We got a nice little window. And then whoosh. You just whoosh that window on. After we get done with all this detail. Because then it will make it look prettier. Alright, time for this little window. Can't neglect this one. This one was actually the easiest one of them all to do. I know I should probably be talking more, but I'm not used to the, like I said earlier, not used to the trying to be entertaining for more than like 20 minutes. But I want to do more live streams, so let's see. Let's see, what color did I say the wall should be? Take this, a little more white. Maybe a little lighter. Mix in a little gray. Get that back there. Good enough? No, not good enough. Erase. Erase that. Let's see. Let's grab this. It was this plus a little white. There we go. Now reopening up that space. So I can allocate it to the new color and make it easier to paint with. Snatch that. And ooh, I am liking this, yes. Maybe like a grayish blue door. It's like it blends in just enough, but enough where you can tell the difference. And I like that. Ooh, look at that go. Blending that together. There we go. And I definitely do want to actually go around the windows again, like tidy them up. But that would be, well, I say, you know what? When we actually put on like this color for the, like the glass, I do want to put a little more white into it. But also, you know, it'd be cool if it actually had like broken glass shards. Like, uh-oh, broken glass everywhere. Or at least in the windows, not really on the floor itself, but just broken glass. People who built this structure to last. It has lasted decades. Well, technically not decades. Millennia. It's millennia old. And surprisingly and pretty, oh no, since it's in such good, yeah, let's just say it's sci-fi magic stuff that makes it such good condition. Added in this nice little wall on the inside. Let's see. In itself, I am enjoying this little prompt. I think I might be able to do 2 this stream. I'm not going for more than a couple hours. Depends on how long this painting takes me. This painting is the most out of my comfort zone, so... like, out of my comfort zone by a long way. But I want to do more like these type of paintings, where, for me, these are more fun to paint. Granted, they take longer, but that's because I don't have practice with them. I will be back, because I do want to check something real quick. Nope, put that down. Alright. I am back. Sorry about that quick little break. I had to check something. It has now been checked. And that little background wall. May want to add more paint thinner to that. Those colors are kind of matching. I could add just a brighter yellow. Alright, so after this, what should after this one, I think I should start. No, wait, I want to finish all the windows, including those two down there, the little sneaky little buggers that like to stick away. And then after that, I think we should start adding like plants that overgrown, where it just basically loops out, loops back in, and then just goes up and around, and just all over the place, vines, plants, maybe a tree sticking out the window. Could you imagine? Like this big tree just jettisoned out this window here. Or it could be this window. I think it'd be cooler for this one. It's just like, boom, big tree. And then clouds somewhere. And I do want to finish this part of the painting, but I'll do that after the cool, important stuff is done. Oh, whoops. Let me teleport over here so I can actually get a better view. Grab that and... boo yeah, heck yeah. Getting this one pretty well done. This prompt is a very fun prompt. Honestly, I think I might have to call it at this painting once we are finished with it, because I am putting a lot of detail into this one. I guess we're going to do prompts per day, and this one's probably going to be the last one. First and last one. Ironic, isn't it? That's a little tricky spot. There you go. There we go. That. There we go. We got the wind. We got those wind. Yeah, no. Those windows are now done. Or more like the corridor walls. You know what? We're not going to do like doors in them. There's too much detail. I'm going to skimp out on that detail. Let's just say the door's on like the other side of the mountain that we can't see. Let's see, what shall we do now? Grab that little scraper. Oh no, wait, I still got to shrink you down. That way I can actually physically work on those windows. Oh, I just realized I haven't been talking for about 10 minutes-ish. Honestly don't know what to talk about, so... I'm not good at the whole, like, talking during painting thing. I'm more of a video person without my friend here. Me and them are really good at talking together, but it's more so we're better... I'm personally alone better at just the normal chit-chatting, but when I am streaming, I'm better at chit-chatting with my friend. Usually play online games, not usually these, but I'm planning on making more videos of Vermillion. I don't know, I kinda like streaming to YouTube, but I don't know if I like streaming to Twitch better. I'm kinda starting to think I do. Kinda just liking the interface better. Like interface built for streaming stuff. All the built-in features Twitch has, so... Like I might switch back to streaming full-time to Twitch. Maybe not full-time, but as much time as I can allocate. But I think I might just get back into like recording short little snippet videos. Not really snippet videos, but more so like 20-minute long, 10 to 20-minute long videos, because I miss doing those. Those have been fun. So I'm good at little snappy, quick one-liners where I can think of it. But little one-liners on stream, I'm okay at. Also, hope you guys enjoy my little chat, my little like stream setup. Also, I don't think the chat box is working for YouTube. Alright, so we got that. Now it's time for more detail. So I want to save these two colors, because these are important. So is this one. This one's a path. Alright. Now what do I want to add? Do you want to work on that little mountain down there? Wait, let me just... There we go. Add that to there, a little more white. Let's try changing up the direction of the sun. Little mountain. Like very, very little mountain. It is very easy to favor one side of the canvas. There we go. Now we add a little bit of that blue. Hopefully that'll give me that nice little mountain in the back. I just remembered, I said I would do like little caves and caverns. I don't know if I want to do that. Or... you can just do a little bit of that. Go grab more. A little bit of that and get a little more detail out of it. A little more like little rocky detail. Just so it has like a little texture. A big portion of it doesn't look textured enough. And that. Wait, forgot to add the... that. Adding more detail texture. It just feels alive and has little rocks. Feels so dull and bland without these like texture differences, so just add a little more of that beautiful texture, a little more mountainous texture and variety. There we go. And add a bit more variety there. Gotta grab that. Lighten it up. Just gotta slap the canvas really hard. Slapping that canvas to get those little details out. Gotta slap out those details. Slapping out those details, details, details. There we go. That looks better. Let me go take a peek from back here. I'm liking that. I very much want to put more detail into the corridor, but I don't know what to put exactly. I don't think I want like a giant... You know what, we could do something cooler than that. With this and dark brown. Mixing it together. Just have one giant branch. Just coming out. Right here. Okay, come on. There we go. Give it a little hidden behind the window vibes. This little tree just sticking right out. Little hectic little world. Hectic little world indeed. It is a little hectic world. Makes more sense if there are multiple of these, just like sticking out. That's where the birds perch. Cannot wait to show this off. Something I'm very proud of as of now. Alright, so let's add some more trees, maybe one more. I don't know if I wanted a big or medium tree, but I do think it'd be fun to put the tree, small little one right over here, popping out of the window of the snake. Do want to do the head, but I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I don't know if I want it over there, because that feels like nice, calm, quiet. I think I might do it over here. Probably squish and like push that back. Give it a nice flat area to work with. Hopefully I can get the head right. I say right, at least give me something to work with. Let's make it roughly look like a snake's head. Not going to go too realistic, because I'm not a huge fan of going too realistic in these paintings. So we're going to go like a little cartoonish realism. Alright. Let's go over here and add more trees. Popping another one out. Oop. Popping out that tree. Need to redo that brush, get that there. A little overgrown. The trees are dead because it's like winter and I'm going to have like cool little snow up here. Now let's see. Time to get that grassy color going. Greenish blue because I want that. A little more green. A little white to lighten it up. A little more green. And there we go. I think that shall do us just fine. In time for the detail of the plant growth, of the overgrown plants, spreading out throughout the facility. Just plants everywhere. Like plants like you would not believe. Just spread them. Spreading all day, spreading all night. Doing their little job and surviving. Plants everywhere. Oop. Looping back around with a little plant too, and it goes under the snake. Under and over. A little more detail. How's that looking from back here? I think it's looking good. I'm definitely liking the detail. It's actually really cool now that there's trees. It kind of looks like a building. The building's been there for like a while. A few years, perhaps. Oh no, years don't do that. Centuries. Now, adding more. A little more detail down here. Can't neglect this area of the painting. Very easy to, but we can't. Can't neglect this little area. A little fun area of the painting. Gonna add a little more shrubbery, so it shows. And then perhaps with the fan brush I can do like little dotted around flowers on it. Alright, sweet. We got a plan, let's execute the plan. Let's add in a cool little aesthetic, more like cool little, why am I repeating myself? Alright, so there we go. I'm not adding another hole, I'm just gonna plant a bush. Like a nice... Want to get a nice bush here. Nice little overgrown moss bush on the side of the snake. Oop, there we go. Want to save this just in case I want to add another tree. There we go. Grab that. Grab the right brush. Now time to make those little growth. The little plants grow. Time to let them grow everywhere they can. The little plants that grow where they can. Little vines that have stayed through the time. Little vines that stayed. That stayed here the whole time. Funnier thing is, I want this to be like someone's little houseplant gone wild. Houseplant that's gone wild with all the resources it could ever need. Somehow survived. It's a little stubborn houseplant. Like a little stubborn root system houseplant. It's grown into the cave even. Inside the mountain itself. It's just taken over this whole facility. This whole building. Question is how I'm going to do that glass. Still don't know how. But I will try. Let's see. Let's add some more plants up here so it doesn't look like it's not part of the facility. Yeah, a little dangling. Little shrubs. Oh wait, I kinda neglected that area, so we're gonna go a little cyan here. Little blue here. Cyan blue. And a lot of white. Cyan blue and a lot of white. To add little pine trees. Now, I'm liking this. Yes, this is looking cool. Yeah, I definitely think this is going to be the only one I'm going to do for this stream because I'm not going to last long enough. So, yeah. Sorry about not being able to go for like 4 hours to do 10. Yeah, we kind of failed the 10 prompt. We got 1 out of the 10 done. Almost. We still got to finish up the detail. We got to finish up the windows is what we need next. No, for next we need little animals. I think we're just going to put the birds. Like little... going to use like black to indicate the birds. So let's go do the birds. Like little ravens. Like little raven birds. Here we go. One there, one there. Little bird there. Do want to get these clouds in. Going to use this brush. Switch there. And we're going to do a nice little, whoops, cloudy layer. Swoosh out those clouds and make them look pretty. I think that's good enough for the clouds. I want to go back to adding those birds. Ooh, little bird on a snake. Burb on snake. Alright, we got the birds. Now we need to do the glass. But we gotta add more animals. Do like the black, like little snakes. Alright, sweet. So this was a bit more yellow. Whoops. Grab a little bit of that paint thinner. Shall give us a nice, beautiful window. Alright, so I think this is good. I do kind of want to add a little bird on the glass when it's installed. So I want to do it with this. So grab that. Want a little more yellow in here. With this, it shall give me the ability to... There we go. Snatch up more. Kind of looks like broken glass. Kind of the vibe I'm going for, like old, abandoned. And so you can still see through. Glass. There we go. Kind of liking the glass. Think it's going well so far. Like some are still somehow mostly intact. There we go. Little windows. Little window over here. Get those. Can't forget these little ones down here. I always seem to forget those. Definitely. Grab this bigger brush so we can actually get more room. Glass is the hardest thing to paint for me. This is also the first time painting it, so I think I'm doing a pretty good job. Add a little more back there. This should give... There we go. Like little broken glass feel. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm actually liking the way this painting has turned out. It's a very fun painting. I am surprised how long it's actually taken me to do this one. Alright, so next I want to work on the snake head. Mainly just so you can tell it's a snake. Alright, let's grab the blending brush and just blend it all in. Blend it all back in. Let's take... Wait, this one. To get that head. Seems more like an oval-based head. Alright, sweet. There we go. And a bit more of that curve. Oh, let's get fully loaded brush. Take it back. Yeah, nope, nope. Let's grab that gray. Let's just grab that. I do not like that. Clean that up. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do that snakehead. And... oh, whoops. Time to get that signature. Alright, time to go to a different layer. Layer 2, let us go. With that signature, it is time for me to sign off this stream. So I hope you all have enjoyed this stream today. It was a very interestingly challenging stream. So I hope you all enjoyed. Sorry I wasn't really all that talkative, but I may not stream again, may or may not, no clue yet. Might just switch to just recording videos and uploading those. So I hope you all enjoyed. Talk to you later. Bye. And I am